on, everybody? It's your boy the SLAP Train, and welcome back to some Forza 4 drifting. We have the sexy BMW, and I'm not too curious offhand what this car is. I'm just gonna have a look quickly in my garage. But yeah, so right now we're drifting with a couple, or actually pretty much all the Menace rides except for DSI Lokito in here, and really we're just having a good time. We're just drifting around. I'm just showing you guys some Fantec CSR wheel in here, and I get a lot of questions asking about this wheel and asking about, hey, I'm really having a trouble learning how to drift, and hopefully this video will help you out a little bit, and just really what I went through when I first got my wheel and the ups and downs, and just to show you guys the basics on how to drift. Now, right out of the box, it's going to be the biggest thing we'll rely on your own, I guess, like willing to learn. So if you guys don't if you don't put the time in for this game, you're going to get the same back. You're not going to get a lot back out of it. So really, in order to be successful with the wheel, you really got to put your time in, right? So I mean, it's almost like another job. You got to learn how to drift with this damn thing, and it's not easy. I would recommend personally, when you first get the wheel out of the box, to start out on either say 250 degrees or 360, or I think it's 270 or 360. I would start out with those two first and really work your way up. And like when you feel comfortable with doing it at 360, that's when I would move up to the 870 degrees. Now I don't say 900 because of the simple fact that the wheel does not fully turn 900 degrees in Forza, right? So if you look at the wheels, there's about 30 degrees in there that the wheel stays the same. So that's why I put it on 870 degrees, and really it helps me out a lot. It really does. Now there was one thing that someone mentioned to me earlier, and if you go into your options menu for your controller settings, and it'll say wheel. Now you actually hit X on that wheel and it brings you up a fine actual tuning settings. Now he was telling me, let me figure out exactly his name here for you guys so I can tell you, but he was telling me to put down wherever there's 15, you put down to 0 and you maximize the bars that are already up to 100, and the last 3 bars stay at 100. So it'd be like 0 and then 100, 0 and then 100, and all the way down until the last 3 are at 100. So the guy that told me about this was so mystified, and they are pretty well known on the forums, and yeah, so he ended up letting me know about that, so I appreciate that. And yeah, so I mean really it comes down to the fact of you wanting to learn how to drift. Now I would recommend personally to do the e-brake mod, which you guys see as my left like gear stick that's in the bottom left hand side. So every time that I hit down that is my e-brake, and that allows me to lock the tires up and slide the rear end out. So if you don't have the e-brake, really you're working with having to either push the right like paddle, like with the right paddle shifter, and that can be changed in your settings, or the actual B button in general. So it's very hard to hit that B button when the wheel's consistently spinning around and stuff like that too, right? So I mean really it comes down to the fact of doing the e-brake mod. I do know people that have gone past it without doing the e-brake mod and learned how to just really clutch kick it the whole way through. Now I mean that's fine. Me personally though, I need the e-brake to drift, and there are people that can drift without it. So I mean really it's going to be a big step if you want to do the e-brake mod, because it's going to void your warranty. Alright, so that is the biggest thing, is that once you do the e-brake mod, completely void your warranty, and you're pretty much screwed for your warranty with Fantec. So I mean really it's up to you if you want to do it. I would highly recommend doing it. It's not too hard. I haven't had any problems afterwards, and I've been using it for about maybe 7-6 months now. So I mean really it's up to you. Now the first thing with drifting 870 degrees, or say 900 if you say, really learning how to catch the wheel at the proper times and learning how to initiate properly. I went through days and I think even weeks of just learning how to even drive straight with 800 actual degrees. Now it's really difficult. It does take time to get used to, but the main thing will rely on your settings internally with the wheel. So for my wheel, I went over this before, but I'll do it again for you guys just so it's all on one video. I'm just setting up my wheel quickly here. So my settings, as I said, my sensitivity is at 870. My force feedback at the moment is at 60. My SHO is at 60. My drifting is at 5. My ABS is at 50. My LN is at 10. my dead zone is at 0, my spring is at -1, my dampering is at -1, and my acceleration is off. Now really, as I said, this really goes for whatever you feel like doing, and I sometimes have to fine tune those settings, and really if I have to fine tune it for certain days that it's not working right, I'll go in and either adjust the force feedback up or down, maybe 1 or 2, and the shock, and also to the dampering either up or down 1 or 2, depending on if it's loose or if it's tight. So if you want the wheel to be tighter and more of a feedback, you're going to go up with the dampering and the spring. If you want it to be loose, you're going to go down with that. Alright, so the force feedback, the same thing, up and down. And I mean, really, it just really depends on your own driving style. And me personally, I like to have a little bit of the shake with the wheel, but I like to be able to pull it out if necessary and be able to turn the wheel quickly. And yeah, so I mean, those are my settings. I mean, really, when I, oh my god, I mean, like really, when I do initiate my drifts, I tend to do a little bit of a swerve, out, then back in, rip the e-brake, let the rear end slide out a little bit, and you'll kind of notice that as I'm drifting, not while my drifts are continuously going, but as I start my drifts from going straight. And right here, you can kind of see me counter steering. Just really, I do know where my tires are placed. I know it's very hard to understand this when you're in third person, but I mean, really, you just got to realize where your tires are. And right here, you just whip the wheel back, you grab it, and you find that sweet spot where you can consistently hold that wheel, and you'll notice that when you're actually holding the wheel too. So I mean, you can feel the wheel gripping, and you'll feel it when it actually doesn't grip. So I mean, as I said, that's the biggest thing, just really getting used to just learning how to completely rotate the wheel if you've never really drifted before, and just really learning the basics of that. And I will be covering some more things in the video, so I would like you guys, for any of you guys that have a wheel, any questions at the bottom, please leave them and I'll answer them in the next video. But this is really just to help out the beginners with the wheel and just show you some basic tips and the settings that I'm using too. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll talk to you guys later tomorrow. So thank you guys very much for watching. It's your boy, the SLAPTrain. I'm out. Peace.